Hello, hello, hello. It is Dr. Dawn and it is Monday night. It's Mystical Monday. I've been gone for a while. I had to get myself together like I always do. Y'all know I got to take some time sometimes and regroup and recalibrate. I am so happy to be here tonight. I hope that everyone shows up and shows out in the chat because I haven't heard from y'all in such a long time and we got so much catching up to do. So, look. Let's get ourselves together. Let's get ourselves planted in our seats. Let's get a little something to snack on if we need to keep us rejuvenated. Get you something to hydrate with. And we're going to count it down. And I will see you guys back in 30. Hey, look at y'all coming in the chat. You could tell I've been gone for a while. Look at the people coming. I came on time. I came a little early, and I see some of y'all came a little early too. Y'all miss me? Yay! Look, it's a little dark behind me, right? It's real mystical tonight. It's kind of dark where I am. I had to get this lighting together, y'all. I'm in an Airbnb, so you got to make it work. You got to make it happen. Let's see who's in this chat tonight. Look at the people coming. Yay! You are so welcome. You don't have to thank me for returning. I just needed a little respite. That's all. A little respite. Just needed to recalibrate. Hey, I missed you too. Um, Oh, I'm so excited that you were excited for this. Thank you for missing me. I missed you guys too, but I did enjoy my break. I'm gonna tell y'all something, honey. I was enjoying it. Y'all don't know. Even though I'm only on here for an hour, and it's not a lot of prep that goes into Mystical Monday, because most of the time it's divine guidance, so it doesn't take a lot of preparation, but it's just the mental part of it, knowing throughout the day that you have something to do that night. Y'all know how that is when you got something to do and it's on your mind and you're thinking about it. It could even be the weekend. I'm thinking about Mystical Monday. So it was like I had over a month, I think what it's been like 6 weeks, y'all. I think I had almost 6 weeks off where I didn't even have to think about like Mystical Monday. I could take a break. I didn't care about how much I was losing in the algorithm. It was just like a breath of fresh air. And sometimes you got to do that, right? And so when I was on the 99th episode. So it was time for the 100th episode. And y'all, I didn't even have no energy in me to get to the 100th episode. So I said, let me pull back. Let me pull back because if I'm gonna do the 100th episode, I got to do it like I ain't never did it. I got to bring something to it. And so I couldn't bring nothing to y'all 6 weeks ago for the 100th episode. So I had to take a break. I had to take a long break and think of how I wanted to do this. So at first I said, oh, I got to give me some guests. I'm going to have a panel. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Then I said, I sat with it. My higher self said, you going to do this 100th like you did the first by yourself. You're going to reflect. You're going to project out to this audience and you're going to connect just like you did in the first one. And I said, you know what? You're right, Spirit. You're right. Let me pull it back, regroup, get myself together, bring this 100th episode in, baby. This is 100. I cannot believe I have come this far because I remember that very first episode when I didn't have a live chat because I didn't know how to go live. I just knew how to record. I think I recorded on my little phone or something, and then I uploaded, and the quality of the videos wasn't that the best. The picture wasn't the best. I didn't really know if what I was saying was, received well. It was them early days, baby. Them early days, they was something. They was something. So when I look back on where I've come from to where I am now, baby, I still got a long way to go, but I have made strides. And I got to pat myself on the back because look, I got my chat. I got a chat now. And that was my goal from the beginning. That was like something big to me to go live and have a chat. I was so afraid of that. I was like, oh, I'm not going to ever be able to do that because nobody's going to show up or I'm not going to have anything to say and people are not going to be coming. And I remember my goal was 100 subscribers, y'all. I was like, I just want 100. If I get 100, then it was 300, then it was 500, then it was 1,000. Y'all, I'm trying to get to 5,000. Now we're going to do this. Now I'm not going to, it shouldn't take me no 100 episodes to get me a couple of more thousand. Now something ain't right. This algorithm ain't rhythming. So I want you guys now, if you are in this chat, y'all like this video right now. If you're watching a replay, like it right now. Y'all, if you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm getting ready to push this algorithm because y'all getting ready to move me on up because I got goals. Okay, I got goals, and y'all gonna help me like I'm helping y'all. We're gonna exchange this energy here on Mystical Monday. So we're gonna get this algorithm going. We're gonna get these numbers going up because I gotta play in this matrix a little bit as it relates to this algorithm. And I know that you all want to assist me like I'm assisting y'all, right? And we're gonna exchange this energy. So we're gonna like the video and we're gonna subscribe if we have not subscribed. Okay, let me see what the people talking about in the chat. Everybody say yes. um Self-care is the best care. Absolutely it is. You got to take care of yourself first. You ain't no good to nobody else until you take care of yourself. um I have been so excited for this. Okay, okay. Yeah, great evening. Look, I go see a friend maybe every 1 2 months because it's draining. Yeah, yeah. Self-care is best. Indigo, thank you, baby. Started out with $1.99, baby. I will take it. Thank you. Thank you. That's my welcome back present. I appreciate it, girl. I will take it. I will take it. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Y'all got me. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. So, for this 100th episode for tonight's topic, I put, I'm back. What did I miss? Because, it's been a lot going on the planet for the past 6 weeks. Like, it's just been a lot happening energetically, spiritually, individually, to all the people. Yeah, yeah, I know it has because it's been happening to me. Y'all got to remember the people that you follow and that you watch on these platforms, everything that's happening to you is happening to us. Some of us are more forthcoming with the information and sharing of the journey, but some of us are not. So I am somewhat forthcoming. I don't tell y'all all my business because I don't know y'all like that. I don't. Some of y'all out there, you got to understand because when you become intuitive, well, you are intuitive, not become, I'm sorry. When you awaken to your intuitiveness and you get really, really tapped into it, you get so tapped in that you connect, see, feel, and know those spirits that are watching you and applauding and encouraging you, and those who are not, who are trying to distract you, discourage you, and to keep you at a certain place of being. And I feel, know, sense, see all of that all the time. So when I'm on these platforms, some of y'all, I see these names coming across like in the chat or in my comments, or I see people liking stuff. I get the energy. I get the energy from your picture, from your words, from your existence. Okay. And that can be very overpowering and tiring sometimes. And then to have to balance that in the present, real moment of it and to keep my smiling face, knowing I got a person in the chat that's going, what I tried to do didn't work. She's back. I thought she was gonna stay gone. Okay, let me amp up what I was trying to do a little more. See, I know, I sense, I feel. And so just so you guys understand and being tapped in and intuitive, some people say it's a blessing and a curse, but it ain't no curse to me because I know how to use it and work it to my advantage. Okay. Okay. So with that said, I'm saying that y'all, because y'all know I see and I know it's some out there that didn't think I was coming back. Little did you know, y'all didn't know. You know who you was messing with. You didn't know. And so here I am, and I'm gonna celebrate tonight this 100th episode with y'all, with these wonderful beings in the chat who have joined me now. One of them who was here kind of in the beginning when I first started. I saw her when I first logged in. Baby, I don't want to call you out, but you know who you are, Angel. You know who you are. Um, but I want you all to understand that I have a message for you guys. I have a channeled message. I don't usually do that. I channel messages, but I channel them for myself most of the time. But before I came on tonight, Mystical Monday, I hydrated, got some water, I sat still. Thank you for the congratulations. I sat still and I said, I want to connect spirit tonight because I want this to be, thank you, Tara. I want this to be a good episode. I want this to be very good. I want you to give me something that I can share with the collective. And so here's the channeled message that I wrote down and I got. Okay. This message is not just for me, it's for all of you as well. Because remember, as Spirit speaks to me, through me, to you guys. So I want you guys to listen very good. Okay. Here we go. Here's the message. You will not fail this time around. This is what you have been preparing for. I want you to express to the people that during this time they should sit for 5 to 10 minutes in meditation and receive a download. Downloads are ready and waiting for all of you. All of you. Sit 5 or 10 minutes and get them. Claim them right now. Claim them because they're trying to come to you. Spirit says you are now ready to receive information. Now, let me clarify what that is meant by you are now ready to receive information. You guys get information daily, you get it all the time. But some information is held back, kept from you, hidden because you're not ready to receive it yet. It's not the time. It's not time to bring it forward because based on where you are, it could either cause the circumstances in your current reality to go left when they need to go right, or it may cause a setback. So some things are hidden from your realization on purpose. Okay. So Spirit says now you are ready to receive information and it will be illuminated. Y'all get ready. This is for y'all now. It says you've been closing cycles, doing a death and rebirth cycle. Okay. You've been doing death and rebirth cycles for some time now. We all have. Okay. You guys understand what the death and rebirth cycles are. That's that shadow work. You're healing those things that have been suppressed subconsciously, and you are stepping into your rebirth, your newness, your new awareness, your new timelines. You're shifting. Okay. So Spirit is confirming you guys have been going through these cycles of death and rebirth. Okay. Now you've moved to the next step. Yeah, we on that next step. You've all been in hermit mode and now you are ready. You are ready to come out of hermit mode and you about to be blown away at what's getting ready to happen in your life. You're going to be so happy, it's going to scare you. Okay. That's the channeled message I got not even 20 minutes ago before I came on. That's the channeled message I got to share with the collective. It was shared to me, for you all as well. So I want you guys to understand this message is directly aligned with the full moon lunar eclipse. It's hidden right at the same time. So where I decided, thank you, Angel Face. Thank you. Thank you for the sticker, super sticker. Where I decided to come on this day. It ain't by chance. I didn't set it up. I was moved to come on this day. I had been thinking, oh, maybe I'll come on, week after Labor Day, or oh, maybe I'll come on week before Labor Day. Oh, nope. Didn't get moved. Even last week, I think I went live on Instagram, and I think it was Tara who said, when are you coming back on? When are you? And I'm like, girl, when I feel like it. When I feel like it, I don't feel like it yet because I didn't. In that moment, I didn't see when I was coming back. I didn't feel or see the guidance. This is what I tell y'all how I move when I'm guided to move. I ain't moving because I gotta keep the numbers up or I gotta keep no. I'm moving when I'm inspired to move. And so it was 2 days ago where I knew it was coming because I could feel it. I could feel the kind of anxiousness, the something was brewing. And so when I moved, I said, well, what am I going to talk about? I said, let's start with this message, okay? Because this message is not only for you, but it applies to the collective right now. So when we know that we are in the process and we talk about shifting timelines all the time, right? You guys are probably shifted so much to you like, girl, I'm shifting and I ain't seeing nothing, or I'm shifting and I'm shifting slow, or I'm shifting and I ain't going nowhere. Y'all got to understand that the shifts are not always big. As a matter of fact, right now, Spirit has explained to me they're not going to be big. They're going to be very subtle, they're going to be very simple. Okay. So we need to look at the simplicities of happening in our lives as it relates to the changes because it's not going to be the big things. All right. So in this full moon lunar eclipse, okay, the actual lunar moon eclipse is tomorrow, but the portal is open now. Remember now, before these eclipses happen, a portal has to open to support this moon cycle. So the portal is now open and it's going to remain open for the next several days, about 5 days after the eclipse. And you're going to be feeling and sensing these energies, okay? And so, one of the things I explained to you guys that you're going to be sensing and feeling are your emotions at an all time high, okay? My husband was lifting weights today, man of his own business, y'all, man of his own business. I was about to come downstairs. I hope you know how it sounds when you clang the weights on the floor, like you drop them and it makes a sound. It made this huge sound, like startled me. So I came running. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And y'all, this happens all the time when he lifts weights. But it's something about today that got me a little like hot under the collar. And I'm like, "You banging that? You making all that noise? Like, stop. Be gentle when you put the weights down." And he was like, "What are you talking about? Like I always do this." When then I had to stop. I had to remember. I said, "That portal open. That portal open." And your emotions, y'all, things that didn't bother you may bother you now. Or you may find yourself starting an argument or disagreement, and it ain't even no need, but because you're emotionally wound up and connected to that moon cycle, little things might set you off. So in my video today, I told y'all, before you pop off, like I did, before you pop off, take a deep breath and say, "Oh, wait a minute, wait, before I step into this." Before I step into this, let me connect with this moon cycle and see why you're bringing up these feelings of agitation. Because, see, that weight dropping agitated me for some reason. So I had to sit with it after he said, "Why are you doing this?" I always do that. Had to go sit after the fact. And I realized the agitation was coming from my mystical Monday, because I had to do mystical Monday. Let me see. Let me tell you how Spirit played this back. Spirit said, "You're a little agitated because you've been thinking about this, since yesterday, and you want to kind of move through it and go forward with it. And the littlest things are getting you agitated because you're anticipating the mystical Monday tonight. You're getting wound up." Okay, you're getting wound up. So all of that, look, it ain't had nothing to do with the weights, nothing to do with nothing. But that moon and this whole situation had me worked up. Okay, so I had to pull it back. I had to pull it back and sit down, take some deep breaths, and then this is when I got the channel message for you guys. Now, Spirit was saying that these transitions are going to unfold gradually. Now, I want you guys, I don't want to sound like I'm one of them manifestation, law of attraction gurus who are telling you your money is on the way, your manifestation is coming. You know how they do, but I am going to tell y'all something, because, baby, the energy of financial wealth is heavy right now. It's very heavy. Many people are coming into it because the planet is shifting for what's to come in 2026. Y'all don't ask me, don't ask me to go in details of 2026. It's on a need to know basis, baby. It's above my pay grade. It's above my pay grade right now. But because of what's coming in 2026, the financial trajectory here on the planet is getting ready to shift. Wealth is going to be distributed a little differently. Okay. Y'all know about the haves and the have nots. We're getting ready to see some changes in how wealth is distributed. Okay. Some of y'all on this live, some of y'all on this replay are going to be some of the wealthy ones. You're going to be coming into large sums of money, windfalls, gifts out of the blue that you didn't know about, that you didn't expect, that you was waiting on. You was waiting on something, but you didn't know how. And Spirit is going to surprise you at how. Let me tell y'all something. And everybody don't run to play the lottery. It's more than one ways to get money besides the lottery. That's all y'all know, because y'all conditioned to think that that's the only way you can get large sums of money. It is not. And Spirit is going to show you all this. So I want you guys to be in that energy of receiving and knowing that your financial abundance is coming. It's coming. I'm saying financial because a lot of you have been waiting. A lot of you have been waiting. And this eclipse that we're having now is going to trigger the beginning or the continuation of your growth period. I want to say that again. This eclipse that we're having now is going to trigger the beginning or the continuation of a period of growth for you. Okay. That period of growth could be financial growth, relationship growth, or health growth, but the growth is going to continue or start for you at this moment. at this eclipse moment. Now, I'm telling y'all this because y'all know this is not characteristic of me. I don't usually do this. I don't usually get into, oh, the money is coming. Oh, I usually just tell y'all whatever you want, whatever you're desiring, you can have it. Blah, blah. But no, Spirit is very clear now. It says we're getting ready. We're getting ready for the shifting of the planetary paradigm that's going to happen in 2026, 2027. Okay, it's starting now. We're going to start now shifting, and when we say shifting, we mean shifting the systems, our financial systems, our educational systems, our health systems. We're switching now. Remember, y'all, I told you that it's going to be gradual. It's going to be very minimal, if you will. It's not going to be big shifts. So, like for some of you guys, since you are now ready, remember, Spirit said you are now ready to receive information. So now you're ready to get the steps that are involved in moving you towards this change. So a lot of you probably have been getting the urge that, oh, I'm going to move, or, oh, I'm going to change environments or change jobs, or, oh, and you've been in your head thinking, well, where do I go? What do I do? Where do I apply? You don't have to, it's not, that's why I posted you guys about the difference between the ego and your spirit. You don't have to sit and try to figure out. All you have to do is follow the cues and the guidance that is coming to you. Now that this lifting is taking place, you guys, and now that you're out of hermit mode, now that you're ready to receive the information, here comes the information that's going to start guiding you. It's going to be like breadcrumbs that are going to be dropping, giving you step by step by step by step of what to do next. Okay. Now, I'm saying this because you guys have to understand your mindset, your understanding, and your connection now can't be like it's ever been. All right. This is a different timeline that you're on. So everything that's happened to you in the past is the past. It doesn't exist. All bets are off. It's almost like you've left planet Earth and you've gone somewhere else. You got a whole new, fresh start. Okay. So if you are moving towards new love interests, you can't say, oh, well, I'm not going to go, let's say, to the club and meet anybody this time because last time when I went, that didn't go well. That went left. The person I met did this, that, blah, blah. No, 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 no. That timeline has ended. You guys understand it has collapsed. So you can no longer use the past as a point of reference. The past doesn't exist. It never did. But now that we are in this illumination period of getting this new information and moving along this new path, literally you can't look back because the back will not serve you here. It's a new day, it's a new set of rules, it's a new game sequence, if you will. So I say that to say, for those of you who have given up, if you've had a business and you've started it and it didn't work, you've had one, two, three, four, five businesses, they didn't do well, and you just gave up and you say, it's not meant for me to have a business. It's not, yeah, that's collapsed. Maybe not in that energy, maybe not in that sequence where you were learning and you were getting information and you were closing out that cycle, that death rebirth cycle where you were learning and repeating some things to try to clear out a cycle. That's over. It's collapsed now. It's collapsed. It collapsed. So go back and start that business. Do the business now, because now you're in this new cycle. I don't think people realize that this new cycle exists, that we're in this new cycle, because they're looking for the big things to show up. It's not going to be the big things right now. It's going to be very little and very subtle. Even with me doing the Mystical Monday, literally, usually before Mystical Mondays, a week or two ahead of time, I'm already ahead. I'm already knowing what the next Mystical Monday is going to be about. I didn't even know I was going to do Mystical Monday. That's how collapsed that old timeline is. I'm literally walking by like the thread of following the guidance from moment to moment, second to second now, not on a day, a week, or month planning kind of period like I used to be. It's not even in me to do that. Okay, so that's just an example of how these things are going to be very subtle, very small, but you're going to get the breadcrumb that guides you and tells you, do this, do that, say this, say don't say that, like consider this, consider that. But you have to be aware and willing to follow it. Okay, Natasha says start by rearranging your home first. It's like a breath of fresh air. It helps so much with getting clearer message. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rearranging your home, taking a break from your home, stepping out into some new energy. I had someone tell me, "Oh, I got to travel, because I have to go to a funeral." And, I was like, "Oh, this is someone who I know very well, very closely." I said, "You think you're traveling for a funeral, but you're actually traveling to change the energy. Spirit could not get you to stop your routine of this mundane go to work, pick up the kids, go to after school activities, come back home, do your work, repeat, and do all that." So you had to be removed from your sequence and cycle to break that energetic pattern. So you were removed and you were flying out of town to a funeral. See, you think you're going for a funeral, but your divine, higher spiritual self will do something to break the energetic cycle. See, that's the awareness you got to start being in now, because everything that is happening in your life is twofold. It's multi-purpose. It is not for the human reason that you are seeing, perceiving, and participating in it. It never has been. But now, since we are on this new timeline, frequency, and awareness, we can take what's happening in our current reality in real time and see what's the bigger picture. Just like the example I gave you guys with the weights, him dropping the weights and me going off. That was in my real time physical moment. That wasn't what was going on though. That wasn't what was going on. It was my agitation for having to get prepared and ready to get this mystical Monday together and not really sure of if I should, if I shouldn't, or how I should go about. But it manifested itself in that incident. So now you've got to look at the present situations, what is happening, and what and how spirit is guiding you with instructions, information, and guidance in that moment. Now, this is not new for you guys. We've been doing this before, but we've talked about it in the way of healing. Like watch what's coming up, what emotion is coming up, so you can address it and you can heal it. You can remove those traumas, those childhood trauma. We've talked about it in that respect, Nat, right? This is similar to that, except it's bigger than that because we're clearing and doing things in our present, or we're paying attention and tapping into things in our present awareness so that we can see the big picture for the next step that we're supposed to take on the game board. Okay. You guys are on the game board now. This is the game board. I don't want to say we're still not healing. Of course we are. Of course, you're always going to be doing some healing while you're here. But the game done changed. The emphasis has moved. Okay. The pieces, the pieces now are being laid out in front of you so that you can start stepping and start taking these steps. Okay. Because I got to get y'all to understand we are now, we are now, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot. And it's going to require us now to get into this spiritual vessel, y'all. This human vessel almost is non existent. Almost non existent. The only thing I have that keeps and reminds me that this human vessel is real, baby, is these little rolls of fat I got on me, honey, that be staring me in my face every day. So I said, you know what? As I'm working out and I'm moving and shifting some of these chemical imbalances in me, these hormonal imbalances that are causing these physical distractions, I am saying to myself, my higher self, baby, what y'all gonna do when I get rid of these physical distractions? The girl is gonna be floating on clouds once she gets that together, honey. But she is in an awareness that there's still some of this density in this human body that is restricting me, in some ways, from connecting to guidance and information that I could be getting if this vessel wasn't as dense. Okay, you guys gotta. This is your time. This is your moment. When I say, see, people think, and it's good that the ticker came down with the psychic development class that's running at the bottom of the screen right now, advertising it. I have always pushed, and stressed to you guys that the moment, the day, the second, the hour was going to come where you were going to have to start taking some initiative upon yourselves to start receiving the guidance, following the guidance, and being more comfortable and certain with the guidance that you're getting. Because I knew this moment was coming. Okay. And so, myself, as well as others in this spiritual community, you guys should be seeing the push now for, oh, thank you, JG, for that super sticker, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, the time is coming now for you all to tap into your own system. Okay. I cannot stress that enough. The reason these classes like mine, the psychic development class or intuitive guidance classes or healing classes or what, it is because your avatars now, if I can explain this where you could understand it, your avatars now are wired in such a way that you can't receive the on the spot, in the moment guidance from an outside person at the moment when you need it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, up until now, you guys, you go see psychics, you go see tarot card readers, you go see healers, you go see light code activators, you go see whoever you need to get what you need. And you still can do that. You still do it. But now you got to be doing it with a different perspective of, let me get what I need so I can start getting myself conditioned, primed, and situated so I can be my own guidance system. You can't keep looking at it like, I'm just going to keep going to this person, keep going to that person, keep going to that person. Whenever I get stuck with it, you're not going to be able to continue to do that, you guys. You just are not, because everybody's going to have their own wired system that is going to be specifically and uniquely coded for that person. Do y'all understand this? So when I say, oh, it's time, I'm not, again, I'm pushing my class, but I'm explaining to y'all why I'm pushing this class at this moment like this. The connection that you are going to need to assist you, okay? You're going to need to be working towards getting that. You're going to need to. Some people don't need a class. You may divinely get downloaded, get the information. You will need it. You will get it. You will snap based on your soul's journey and your soul's path. Some people don't need it. Okay. But you got to understand, a lot of star seeds like myself, we came here to assist in getting the collective together and ready, because it's going to be a point where we step back, bow out, and say, okay, there you go. You got it. Every man for himself. Y'all do understand that that's coming. The every man for himself moment is here. It's here, but it's going to get amplified over the next couple of years. And a lot of you are going to feel like you're alone. Mhm. Because even the star seeds here are going to get to a point where they're going to say, okay, I did all I can do. Now it's time for me to fulfill my mission and my purpose and what I'm here to do. And that's not to continue to try to get people to ascend. That's not the whole mission. That's the mission now. That's the mission for now. But as we get this new stuff that's coming in the years to come, the directives are going to change. The directives will change. Thank you, Corinne. Thank you for the super sticker. The directives are going to change. And it ain't going to be helping everybody ascend, awaken, that's what it is now. That's what it is now. It's going to come to a point where everybody going to step back and they're going to get into themselves. You're going to get into your own individual journey. All right. Not This is not a fearful thing at all. No, no, no. Nothing to be scared of or afraid of. Just to be aware of. Aware. You guys should be able to see that collectively it's starting to happen now. I see it within my own spiritual community. I mean, we all are collaborating together now. We're doing different things together, but you can even feel the energy kind of moving a little bit where we're a team, but we're a separate team. It's like we're a team, but we're not all together. We got the same mission, but we ain't still all like, pulling and it's not the same. It's not the same because why? Our individual DNA codes are different, separate, and activating at a different pace according to our individual soul's blueprint. So we can't all be like, all the time. We've got to start getting focused and individualized on our own separate missions and purpose. Okay. It's just coming. It just is. So when I say, y'all get into these psychic development classes, get into being able to like tap into divine energy and source. A lot of people scared of my class because they say, "Ooh, you got to do a reading on somebody." I don't want to do that because I don't want to be a psychic. You read people every day. You read people when you go to work. You read people when you lay next to them in the bed. You read people when you talk to them on the phone. You read people when you go to the store. You are reading people. Don't let the whole concept of reading somebody scare you because you're doing it every day and you're going to have to do it in a bigger magnitude as we move forward. You're going to have to be able to walk down the street and say, "Ooh, that person that walked by me, wow. Oh, I hope she feel better. I can feel the spirit or the energy of cancer. Oh, hope she's all right." Oh, you're going to get in a Uber with a driver and you're going to say, "Oh, he just got out of jail. Okay, well, this is a good living for him. Let me keep him talking because I want to stay comfortable and at peace." All right. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm at the doctor. Wait a minute. This doctor, hold up. He got to go to the review board next month. Wait, spirit, what? What happened? Oh, okay. It was a misunderstanding. Okay, okay, okay. I'm comfortable. Okay, but wait, you say what? He might talk me into taking what medicine because he's in partnership with who? What? Oh yeah, no, no. Let me give me another doctor. You better understand. You're reading people in situations all day, every day. All day, every day. Understand, y'all. Understand this is your life. It's who you are. You're a divine being of light. You are connected to source. You have the ability to hear thoughts. You have the ability to see the past, present, and future. You have the ability to move things telekinetically. You have the ability to feel and touch items and to get a sense of what that item has come from or what's associated with the item or what's built. You have all of this because you are a divine being. You have only but to activate these things and begin to use them. How about that? And you shall, and you will, and it's coming. And you're going to realize that it's not a special group of people that can do this. We all can do this because it's going to be the norm soon. It's going to be the norm. We are moving into it. We're moving into it. And so this is something that we're going to start talking about. This conversation we're doing now. Yeah, these gonna be memories. Y'all gonna be like, "Oh, I remember when Mystical Monday came on and Dr. Dawn used to talk about these psychic readings, and we used to talk about, this, then as y'all are telekinetically, getting information or getting information um by just seeing and feeling and knowing. This is going to all be obsolete. You're going to look back at where we were. We're moving, y'all. We are moving. We are evolving. We are going to a new place of being. We are. And so you can either sit back and watch it. You can watch it because it's going to be a lot of people watching. But if you on this live or you're watching this replay, you're not a watcher. You're going to be in it. You're going to be you're a doer because you could not be aligned with this live energetically if this was not coming down the pipeline for you. You're only attracted to what you align with. Okay. Um, let's see what we got. Somebody say, absolutely. That's exactly how I've been feeling. Very light, like on a cloud. Natasha says, I decided this morning to throw away all the things I made with my prior business to now start over. Absolutely, because it's a new day. That doesn't exist. That was great. It was good, right? When you were going through the death rebirth cycle and you were learning how to like eliminate, remove all of those things that were suppressed and needed to be healed, and you went through the death cycle. We like died over and over and over again spiritually, right? We were reborn. We did that. Been there, done that. We're not going to keep doing that because we are in an awareness and we don't have to keep doing that. We don't. um who's that said your codes have been coming in hot, time to live for you. Oh, somebody said, "Take me under your wing." I'm ready. I love it. I love it, Queen Marcy. Yes, I just tuned in, but I hear you loud and clear. Try to sing good energy, good harmony and individualism, healthy relationships. Had high frequency in my ear before this live confirmation, thinking that this day will eventually become nostalgic. Feel is feeling me. Yeah, yeah, it will because you guys are not going to you're evolving. You're further than you were 5 years ago. Just think about where you were 5 years ago in relation to where you are now spiritually. You've evolved leaps and bounds in that little bit of time. So just understand that 5 more years from now, 5 more years from now, you can only imagine where you're going to be, right? So when you say when you say you know that you're evolving, which most of you know that you are. Most of you know, hey, I am moving along the ascension ladder, right? Remember when you first came across the word ascension? I remember when I first learned about the word ascension. When I first realized it, I thought I was special. I said, "Ooh, I'm one of the special ones. I'm the elite ones. You know, nobody else is ascending." This is what I thought in the beginning. But as you become aware and you realize, wait a minute, that's the whole everybody's ascending in some way, shape, or form. It's just that we're ascending at different points, different levels of awareness, of consciousness, as it relates to our soul's plans, right? So, where are you in your ascension process now? Tonight is an activation for some of you. It is going to be an activation because it's going to spark an awareness in you guys, and it's going to spark a DNA awareness in some of you that is going to awaken, and you're going to feel this shift even more tomorrow with this full moon lunar eclipse. It's a double whammy. It's an activation tonight, and then it's the full moon lunar eclipse tomorrow. It's going to be a lot going on in you, a lot. So for most of you who were here tonight drawn here tonight, hopefully you were in the guidance, or you were in the thought process of writing down some of the things that you want to see happen in this eclipse cycle. Because was this? Oh, it felt so freeing. I was reading your definitely activated and energized, Natasha says. Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of you probably were guided to start writing down the things that you want to see happen during this full moon lunar eclipse, if you have not already. Because remember, in the beginning of this, we mentioned in that channeled message that you are now ready to receive information. It's going to be illuminated. It's going to be illuminated now. And now you've moved to the next step. So with that, just know that the next step may scare you, because the next step is going to be something totally unexpected. Very unexpected, y'all. So y'all looking for the normal, regular ways for spirit to do things in your life. It's not going to happen like that. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a big, abrupt jump or change in something that is happening, but it's going to be on a small scale. Does that make sense? Big and abrupt, but on a small scale. It just is. It just is. Your activations are going to come from the most simplest things that you don't even think they could come from. All right. Now, um, I want you guys to understand that since we are all evolving at different paces, we're moving at different frequencies, we're on different trajectories, but we're still in this new cycle. Okay. Most of us have completed, not completed, but we're not really in the death and rebirth cycle as much as we were. We're now on the moving in the mission cycle. Baby, we moving in the direction of the mission because now we can see the mission a little bit, even though you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is all the way yet. You can see the mission down the pipeline, and you are gathering all of the skills and the materials and the abilities that you need to complete the mission, whatever that may be for you. Some of you are reading books, spiritual books. Some of you are attending seminars, workshops. Some of you are meditating more. Some of you are doing more body movement with yoga, Reiki healing. Some of you guys are doing some stuff now because you're getting ready. You don't realize it, but you're getting ready for the mission to come. Now, I mentioned to you guys in the beginning 2026, 2027. We got some stuff happening. We got some stuff happening on the planet. I ain't got to say what. Y'all will start hearing what. You'll start feeling what. You'll start knowing what. But just know that the shift is going to be happening. Okay. Um, Queen Marcy says, is my Kundalini awakening too much to ask or want for under the eclipse? This is what when people seek out Kundalini awakenings. I always question that because I didn't seek mine out. It happened spontaneously. And I think that was according to my life path, my blueprint, my contract, my soul contract. So when people seek out their Kundalini awakening, I scratch my head because I just, in my soul, doesn't feel like you have to seek out awakening, having a Kundalini awakening. It just seems as if you just tap into your higher self and say you're ready. Like it doesn't seem like it takes a lot to do that. I've never felt that it does, but some people are forever trying. I need to have my Kundalini awakening, and they're trying and trying and trying and trying, and nothing happens. And so you're asking, is it too much to ask or want your Kundalini to awaken during the eclipse? What? No, no, I don't think so. If it's something that you desire and that you want, your higher self will illuminate when that will happen. Just because you happen ask for it to happen during the eclipse doesn't mean it's going to happen during the eclipse. It means that you've triggered and activated, okay, the awareness and the DNA strands that need to be put in motion to allow it to happen. So it could happen after the eclipse, but do ask during the eclipse. Absolutely. And make sure you ask for it to occur when it is for your highest good. Period. Period. Korean says, happy I took your class. It prepared me to be my main source of knowledge and perfect timing with how Earth is currently evolving. Absolutely. And Korean, and you especially, I'm glad that you said that because you said it prepared you for it, but it gave you the confidence to trust the information. That's the big thing you guys have a hard time with is the confidence and the trust in what you're hearing and interpreting. um, I've been doing transformational breath work daily. Beautiful. Always keep yourself aligned with that transformational breath work. Honey, I'm getting my cortisol levels together. And that's one thing that lowers your cortisol is breath work. Simple breath work. You don't have to pop a pill. You don't have to do nothing. Just breathe. Just breathe. Um. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Camarcus says not trying not to get off topic. You had mentioned something about the movie Deliverance. Did I miss it? I actually you did not miss it. I made a short video, I think it was a week or two ago, about my perspective on Deliverance, but I took it down off my YouTube because I realized I said, girl, what was you doing? You must have been just saying something to be saying something that day. I had watched the movie came on here to give my feedback and realized after I said it, I'm like, I didn't like that and took it down. So you didn't miss it. I just put it up and took it right back down. And I actually just talked about how that movie is in alignment with the trajectory of clearing out some of our death and rebirth cycles that we have been going through as it relates to our perception and our connection to religious concepts, as it relates to demonic possessions and things like that. I talked a little bit about that, but I said, "Ooh, didn't really get too much into it." But when I watched it, I actually was able to see my growth as it relates to my awareness of concepts and where I put them, specifically as it relates to demonic possessions, which that's a whole nother topic, which that may be something we talk about, um, you know, soon or in the near future because of how we're moving and where we are in our awareness, where we are in our awareness. So yeah, no, that wasn't off topic. Okay. Oh, Haley, I missed you. She says, "Is the Kundalini that thing that vibrates from your back to the top of your head? It happens to me so much, but I've never known what it is." Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. My back, your bat signal. Yeah, that's exactly what it can be. A lot of people who sit in meditation, if you sit real still and you get real connected, you may find yourself kind of rocking a little bit. That's that Kundalini kicking in. That's that when that energy hits all of those trigger points and you actually feel that connection. I remember when I first had my Kundalini experience, I thought my crown chakra, it seemed like something was falling, like pieces were falling from the ceiling, and it wasn't. It was actually, I was having a Kundalini experience. My crown chakra was opening, and it just was a weird feeling that was coming over me and affecting my body. And so a lot of people, they always say if you seek it and if you're not with someone who's like trained in it, or you go through it, it could be harmful or this that. But I mean, I haven't experienced that, but they say it can be harmful if you go searching for this Kundalini experiences versus it happening kind of spontaneously on its own. Yeah. So okay, questions tonight because I kind of ran through kind of a lot because I said I've been away and I missed you guys, and let's kind of get caught up a little bit on what's going on. Um and I just want to see if we got any questions. I see someone signed up for the class, the psychic development class, while I was on live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to have a good time. I'm enjoying these classes. I want to get everybody to a point where they feel comfortable and where you feel like you're your own guide and you have your connection to source, and that you feel and know that the spiritual guidance that you are getting is information that you can trust and that is divinely for you, and that you can follow it without hesitation. That's the big thing. Following it without hesitation. Because you guys, we're right now, we're in the spirit of moving. Move, move, and move. When you're directed to move, guided to move, encouraged to move, move. Um Kamarcus says, "I was meditating a few days and felt myself rocking. Then I felt someone sat in the bed next to me. I thought it was my wife, but she was in the other room." There you go. Yeah, that Kundalini hits and you open all kind of pathways, vortexes, and portals. And you may feel presences of beings then, or energies. I used to get that all the time. My bed would shake, or somebody would tell me, "Wake up," and it'd be an invisible being. I mean, you open all that up, so it's good to be ready for it. Um, Dr. Dawn, is there anything we can do to help your energy field before the live? No, Haley. Thank you for asking. That's different. No, nothing you can do to help me with my energy field. Um, Amanda says, "Can we talk about how we won't be leaving anyone we love in the process of trusting our own sovereignty, freedom, and power?" What do you want to talk about? You just said it. She just said, can we talk about how we won't be leaving anyone in the process of trusting our own sovereignty? You just said it. You just said it. So, like, look, you guys keep thinking that you are physically leaving somebody. You're just leaving their level of consciousness, their level of awareness. Thank you, Tara. And confirm oneness. You just did that too. Amanda says also to confirm oneness. What do you want me to confirm? I mean, we know we're all one. We know that we're all fractals of source. We're all little pieces of source down here having our experience. We're all projections of each other. I am a projection of you all. Whoever's watching me here tonight, I am a piece of you, reflecting back at you, speaking to you, reminding you, triggering memories of for you that of information that is suppressed in you. I am you. You are me. We're all each other. We're all one. Period. 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 Manuel says, I thought I missed so many episodes of you, Dr. Dawn. Then tonight while working, I had the urge to check and you were live. How about that? Thank you for all you do, baby. Thank you, Emmanuel. Y'all better like this video. If you have not liked this video yet, y'all like it. If you ain't subscribed, y'all follow me. Y'all gonna get me. I'm getting to 5,000 followers. Ain't nobody playing with y'all now. I done did 100 episodes and don't have 5,000 followers, baby. I'm gonna get me and the YouTube. We're gonna have a little issue in a minute. Now, my contract, look, my soul contract said at least 5,000 followers. Now, that's what I signed. That's what I signed on my contract. Um, Indigo says, is this eclipse connected to the ones we had earlier this year in any way? Because I experienced effects week after the eclipse. Yep, all these eclipses are connected. I want you, anytime you hear the word eclipse, okay, really think about what an eclipse is. It is a covering, we'll say not a shadow. I always look at eclipses as information that was covered becomes illuminated. Okay. It closes out and then it illuminates so that I can see it, so that I'll know like what is happening and I can see information or get information that I wasn't aware of before or prior to it, if that makes sense. Like the moon cycles always do something. Every single moon cycle has a purpose and an effect on you in your life in that moment. That's why you'll always see on all of these platforms, a lot of spiritual people are constantly trying to keep you guys in an awareness of where the moon is and what's happening so that you'll know what's happening with you in that moment. Okay. Whoo, yo, it's been a good night. It's been a good night. Good night. I'm going to um I'm going to tell you guys one more time that the psychic development course, this is the last week to register. It will start this Sunday, the 22nd at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, I I changed the promo code for those of you who are thinking about doing it. It's a little bit more money off. It's a little bit more off. I'm gonna give y'all take a little bit more off, because I like to get to a certain number in this class and then I shut it down. And depending on when I get to that number, if I get to that number the first week, y'all know I'll shut it down after 2 or 3 days. If I get to it before the deadline, I shut it down. So it depends on what I'm guided to have. I like these classes small. I try not to have no more than 10. That's a lot, but 8 is my beauty spot. I love 8. Eight people is great. And if you take the class, you'll see why it has to be a small number. It really has to be, because it's very individualized, it's hands-on, it's in your face, it's a lot of direct, contact with you. So I love this course. I think anybody who has not taken it, you guys, I'm not just saying it because I teach it, but if I had something like this during my awakening, I think it would have helped me leaps and bounds. It just would have. But if you're not ready for this, step 2, step 1 will be offered next month. And that is where in the class you kind of learn the difference between your ego and spirit, and you get more in an awareness of how to differentiate the two and get comfortable with receiving divine guidance. In this class that's offered now, step 2, baby, you in it. You in it. You're getting the guidance, you're interpreting the guidance, you're sharing the guidance, you're learning how to understand the guidance and manipulate the guidance to assist and help you and guide you. It's a different ball game in step 2 in this class now. So you guys do visit the website at discoveringyourinnerlight.com. Make sure you look at what this class entails if you want more information. And and don't forget, I'm also available for one-on-one sessions. I have added the hour sessions back. I was only doing 30-minute check-ins for the past 2 months just because the 1 hour sessions, sometimes they become therapy sessions. And I'm not trying to do that with y'all. I'm trying to give you the guidance and get you moving on. By popular demand, I have brought the hour sessions back, and I still got the 30-minute ones in case you guys need to check in. So please visit the website if you feel like you need a spiritual coaching session, and we'll get you together for that. And so somebody asked me last week when I went live on Instagram if I would be doing shadow work sessions again on Thursdays. Well, let's see about that, because the energy and the timeline is a little different now. So I'll have to see about that, or if I'm going to change it to something a little different. So let me just sit with that one and see how I'm guided. Okay. If you don't follow me, make sure you get over on Instagram, TikTok, follow me. I'm going live on those sporadically. I was live on Instagram last week and on TikTok on different days. So it just depends, you guys, on what I'm guided to do in the moment. So make sure you follow me on all platforms at Discovering Your Inner Light. And maybe I might do a live reading or two. I got to see, y'all. I got to see. It's a lot going on. Okay. Okay. It has been an hour, you guys. Thank you to all the people in the chat. Look at all these eyes in the chat. All of you guys showed up tonight. Now make sure you come back next Monday. See, every time I leave, y'all come back on full force when I come back. And then after that, then y'all dwindle down. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. I'll see you guys next Monday. And don't forget to like this video and share it, especially if you're watching the replay. Make sure you leave comments, questions down below, and I will definitely get to them. All right. I will see you guys next Monday. Good night.